Which show has the best pilot episode? Hill Street Blues, 1981-87, has a brilliant pilot episode where you don't find out until the last scene that the police captain and Da are in bed together, literally, when they've been butting heads the whole episode, which then becomes a closing theme for the whole series, along with Let's Be Careful Out There to begin every episode. Hill Street Blues was the trailblazer for future ensemble cast, reality dramas like ER, Friday Night Lights, The Office, etc. The Walking Dead has one of the best pilot/first seasons of all time. It falls off slowly at season 2, and gets more and more drawn out and repetitive, but man, that show was amazing in the beginning. Season 2 was actually my fave season in TWD. I loved the pace, the storylines, the whole little world they lived in. I loved the farm, I loved the problems they had inside the group, and the scene of Sophia coming out the barn is still my fave of the whole series. So beautiful and intense. Didn't have to scroll far to find it? Totally agree. The show as a whole fell off, but people forget just how good season 1 was, especially the first episode. It had me hooked immediately. I'll never forget coming home from middle school basketball practice on Halloween night and watching the premiere. Season 2's opening episode was so intense with that horde coming down on them. Agree. I love the scene when Rick is looking through the eye hole in the door and a zombie walking up in view. You should read the comic novel, it is really good. The first season of the show kind of followed the first few comic stories, but the show created a lot of characters and situating in later seasons that just weren't a part of the story. It's worth it. Read it? The story arcs are really well done. I disagree a bit with your sentiment. 2 was a slog on release, but when you can binge it, it's actually really fucking good. Seasons 3 to 4.5 are peak Walking Dead for me. 4.5 is when it's really stretching stuff out, but the dialogue and writing ain't too bad. Not a fan of Alexandria being seen at near the end of 5. It should have been 5.8. If not earlier. 6 to 8 are pretty good, but yeah, they stretch too much. 9 was alright, but the Whisperers were an awesome group. 10 was okay, but definitely should have wrapped up the Whisperer arc earlier. Bonus episodes were terrible except for one more, and here's Negan. Just started 11 and enjoying it so far, but yeah, after season 6 the writing and logic has definitely stepped down noticeably. Yep. It sets up the whole show, the dynamic between Mulder and Scully, their relationship with the Bureau. It's great. SpongeBob SquarePants. The music, the artwork, the comedy. It's the episode where the anchovies come off the bus and SpongeBob flies in on the turbo drive spatula to save Mr. Krabs and Squidward by machine gunning Krabby Patties out the kitchen. Haha. Living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time. Westworld. The heavy ideas kept coming fast one after the next, and I thought, whoa, slow down and pace yourselves, guys. But I was eating it all up throughout episode 1. Edit, thank you kindly for the silver. I'm actually thinking of creating a class called Philosophy of Westworld, dealing with questions of bioethics, labor, technology, and narrative. I'd be excited to teach that one. I couldn't agree more. Help Wanted really helped influence a whole entire generation of us. I feel this would be higher if the show hadn't changed so much from where it started. How they used Teddy in the pilot was a great way of introducing that things aren't what they seem. Surprised I had to go so far to see this. So good. I've still enjoyed the later seasons too, not as much as season 1. Hard to keep the bar so high without Hopkins, I guess. True Detective, in my opinion. I don't watch many series, because if the pilot is not good I usually don't bother watching the rest, but this one got me going from the start. At least for the first season, anyway. This place is like somebody's memory of a town, and the memory is fading. It's like there was never anything here but jungle. Stop saying shit like that. It's unprofessional. Oh, is that what I'm going for? I just want you to stop saying odd shit, like you smell a psychosphere or you're in someone's faded memory of a town. Just stop. Well, given how long it's taken me to reconcile my nature, I can't figure I would forego it on your account, Marty. You get any sleep last night? I don't sleep. I just dream. Edit, spelling. Then start asking the right fucking questions. That line was when I knew I was in for a ride. Death created time to grow the things that it would kill. Rust is like a fucking Buddha, lol. The first season is the best thing that's ever been on a TV screen, hands down.